took that shit for granted, now you lost me. And now I'm all up on my mission, and I'm bossing. And I've been taking all these trips, and you not there with me. I kept it fair with you, you wasn't real with me.
Hey loves, first and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know, I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force a certain scenario for you. If you don't happen to get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else, all right? So be patient with your process. Also, you already know, my voice is too raspy to be whispering. So this is about the time that you may want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? So let's get started. So chosen ones, we go ahead to talk, all right? First, there is certain karma that is coming in. Now, this is good news for you, but bad news for certain individuals that chose to go against you, all right? And we're going to talk. Now, one, you were called to call judgment on certain individuals who were doing certain things intentionally, or their karmic ways intentionally negatively influenced you. So these are people who were lying to you, which were similar to putting an illusion on you, because lies are a form of black magic as well. So these are people who lied to you. These are people that disregarded your feelings, disregarded how their actions may have had a negative impact on you, may have caused certain spiritual warfare, / sadness, madness, aggravation, depression, a feeling of feeling defeated. Now, as you hear, we're out in the elements with this, right? And a beautiful butterfly monarch, butterfly flies by as I say this. But chosen ones, there's karma, so let's talk. One, there's certain people that you stay connected to. And these individuals, you stayed connected to them for various reasons. Some of you felt a sense of stability with these people. So you forgot your capabilities. You forgot what you had the ability to do. Prior to meeting them, you were a survivor, somebody who had to start from the bottom and rebuild again. So this is something that you've experienced before. And while you're with them, you end up, because of unhealed issues, encountering the same thing again. But because of what you went through, you doubt that you have the ability, or you forget that you have the ability to overcome what you're going through. So I will say this. There's some of you that stayed in situations because of stability. Either these individuals encourage you to become dependent on them, so therefore you forgot your value and you had your blessings come to them. Because you have to realize when you speak certain things or positive things onto people, or the fact that your thoughts persuaded you that you needed them in order for you to survive, guaranteed for their abundance to keep coming in their hands and yours being denied. So the fact that in your head, you felt like you couldn't survive without those people. Oh, if you guys fall out, where you want to go? If you fall out, how your bills going to get paid? Or if you fall out, they not going to help out with this. Or if they fall out, like you created certain fears. So those fears only meant that if you're saying that they're the only way that you could survive or that you can get things provided, that means God was giving your blessings to them, putting your blessings in their hand in a sense. All because you stated that you wanted your blessings to be deposited in theirs. Because you kept saying the only way that you can get it, though, if it comes from them. So that's almost equivalent to somebody saying they don't got a bank account. So in order for those funds to get deposited, they got to put it in somebody else's shit. And that's what you did. And you depended on that person to do right by you and give you the things that were owed to you, but they didn't. So you were shorted, all because you wasn't on your shit, all because you were sitting there putting your value in them. Now, there's some of you that stayed in situations because for some reason you felt like you can change a dynamic. You wasn't going to give up on them. Oh, this is what you wanted, a family dynamic. You came from a one-parent home and you wanted to create a break that cycle when really you created another one. You out here pleading with the wrong motherfucker to play a family dynamic to somebody that you wasn't even supposed to have a family with. You done seen signs of synchronicity even before you conceived. Even after you conceive, and you were still holding on to hope. Listen, no judgment. We've been there. Some of us been there. You understand? Some of y'all still there. But I will say this. You wanted to break a cycle out of having a one-parent home, but then you created another cycle because you got two parents who truly don't love each other. There's no happiness because you're not happy because this person is fully not going to fulfill you because you really aren't getting reciprocation, love, and affection. They don't speak the same love language as you. So therefore, you're always going to be limited just so that your children can see a two-parent home. So then you're teaching them to settle for so-ass connections, things that really ain't love, things that really has negative projections, phoniness. You're teaching them how to be fake. Just so it looks like you have a two-parent home. So you're telling them to settle for somebody who's truly not for them when they can get out of that mentality, move forward and have somebody else step up and play the position. So yes, they may not have had a two-parent home with the person that they had them children with, but they'll still have that with somebody who has better intentions. You understand? There's some of you that the person that you was with had an illusion on you. Some of you had magic being done on you. Some of them were doing love spells to keep you limited. And some of these were people that you didn't even have no relationship title with. These are people that you just encountered. People that liked you. You found out that they was doing them, so you disconnected. And these people didn't want you to have anybody come in your direction. So they put a wool sheep over you to keep you hidden. And then they put an illusion on you to make you feel like you're in love with them. That's why when you see certain people where they act so obsessed and, oh my goodness, I love you and all of that, and then all of a sudden they snap and they fucking bonkers, it's because in one way, shape, or form, love spell was done. Either they tried to do a love spell and that shit backfired on them, or somebody was doing a love spell on them and it backfired on that. You understand? But either way, some of you were obsessing with certain people thinking that they were your individuals. No matter what they did to you, you kept feeling drawn to them like you couldn't eat, sleep, breathe, none of that without them. And that was simply because you were caught up in some magic. Because some of them had third-party energies doing love spells on them. So when you had sex with them, that love spell came towards you. And it was almost like Cupid's arrow. The first person, like, as you're having that exchange with that person, they're exchanging that love spell with you. So now you're thinking and become obsessed. You're hypnotized because that's the person you came in contact with as you contacted that magic that was being sent. So it was an illusion. And that's why all of a sudden certain things happen where you break out of that spell, where you like, yo, you start feeling yourself. Now the sun is shining. Them fucking cold ass walls are starting to melt. You're seeing things clearly. You're starting to feel like yourself. You're starting to be confident. You're starting to be excited. You're starting to feel yourself. You understand? Like, you're starting to be okay if people walked away. You're actually pushing people away from you. See, people expected you to continue to chase them. Now you're not chasing them. You're replacing them. And you're not even replacing them necessarily with anybody else physically. You're replacing that emptiness that you felt within you. And whereas you was expecting somebody else to fulfill, you're feeling it instead. So really, chosen ones, you really feeling yourself. And I'm proud of you. You deserve it. This is you going on certain trips. This is you buying yourself certain gifts. This is you getting cute for you. This is you allow people to compliment you, but also not requiring the compliments because you got that confidence within you. You're going out with like minds instead of trying to be complacent and deal with people who really aren't for you and bring negative energy. No, we're grown. We get to pick and choose who we want to interact with. So now you're starting to find you and be connected with people who are like-minded. They don't have to be just like you. But on the core, it's the same. So you got good karma coming in. One, you have friendships, genuine friendships that are going to line. Some of these you may meet through new job positions that you have, relocations that you're about to encounter, but it does feel like a new scene. A lot of old friendships that fizzled out are going to try to come back, but you're going to realize that you outgrew that dynamic for a lot of you. Some of you may give it another chance, but in due time, you may still end up separating yourself from these individuals because that shit's not going to feel the same. Now some, again, maturity may have happened where you're willing to give that another chance. So not everybody, it's not a one size fit all. Now I will also say this. There's some of you that have not only pertaining to friendships, but old connections that are going to come about as well. There's certain people that have been, one, having you chase them, having you accept the bare minimum, people who have been undecided about you, people who felt like you was to wait for them as they went out and did them, thinking that nobody else was going to try to court you or that you would have entertained anybody that would have came your way. See, now you're no longer putting yourself on punishment. Again, you're not sitting out based upon somebody else. You're going to go out and enjoy, live life, celebrate, but not have to chaperone. So I will say good karma's coming your way. So one, it does feel like pertaining to friendships, you're going to be aligned. But first it starts with you. I do feel like you're going to start feeling yourself inside. You're going to start having energy. You're going to make time for you. So you could be somebody who goes straight from work to home. Now all of a sudden you're incorporating extra time there for you. Your schedule may change. You may stay awake longer, or you may go to sleep earlier. It just feels like you're starting to have a set schedule or a routine. But it's outside of what you had before, so you're incorporating new things. That's wonderful. You're starting to make me time, which is wonderful. You're starting to apply for certain positions, and you're going to be getting callbacks from them. It does feel like a lot of you, the places that you were applying to, were within cities that you were supposed to be moving out of. So it does feel like opportunities of moving or rerouting, relocation are coming about. Again, a lot of you, Texas is significant, so I do want to say this right now while I'm on here. So some of you may have an opportunity to go to Texas, be in Texas, move to Texas, which is wonderful if it's multiple people because you never know. You may align with your tribe. But it does feel like there's some of you, you have new opportunities getting presented. You have relocations. Now, I don't want to just say Texas because there are some of you for the Carolinas as well. It feels like relocation. There's some of you that it does feel like you may move Midwest. But when I say Midwest, let me say this. There's relocations coming for a lot of you in places that are going to bring peace to you. There's some of you that's going to be moving to certain wide open plain type of places that seem more so like a Utah type of vibe where it's like a nature. There's a lot of you that are moving to certain places where it's a combination of city and country. But you do have a lot of traveling that's arriving, so it does feel like opportunities of travel are going to come up, and you were to not allow certain fears to be projected on you. See, we're going to have a trippy talk at a later date, but do not allow certain fears to project on you where you fear in taking the opportunity to move. Know that God got a covering on you. Do not speak that shit into existence. It does feel like you'll know that it's your time to align to and go to certain places because everything will work out for you. It's like your days, you'll get those days off. You'll get a babysitter that time. Your money will hit that time. You'll have a opportunity or somebody will extend themselves to you. So just know that you have opportunities that are going to align and you're going to be traveling. Get ready. Get confident. Do what you can to prepare so that you don't feel like rushing. This is almost like you know you about to get company. You ain't gonna wait the last minute to clean up, have the house smelling good, all that. Nah. You already want to have it clean. You already want your ass washed properly. You already want to have the candles lit so the smell's already through the air. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to rush. Certain things is like, nah, you want to be prepared for it. So get ready now because y'all are going to be aligning. Not only that, love is coming towards you. Now, some of y'all, you may be aligning with somebody on social media, but also it could be socially. So this could be somebody reaching out to you, messaging you. When I say social media, this could be even like dating apps, so on and so forth. But you are catching people's attention. Now, one, you do have exes that are going to reach out to you, want to be with you. They seeing you glow too. These are people that it's almost like, damn, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They have a certain regrets. These are people that's starting to see you feel yourself and now they feeling you again. So you have certain exes that are going to pop up. Once you play a position, do I see some of you entertaining them? Yes. But it almost like to get you back into the flow. So you may not technically be having sex with them. You may not be messing with them, but you may message them. But it does feel like in order to get in your flow again. So be mindful of that. Where I see you like, again, not everybody that you encounter that's the opposite sex or same sex or whatever you into, that doesn't mean that that's your divine person. That could be somebody that you're just going to be friends with. So do not turn everything romantic, but I do feel that you're going to have multiple options and there's certain people that's going to present themselves to you. And because you are ready for love, you're going to have real good options get presented. Yes, there's some of them going to be familiar. But majority are going to be somebody brand new that feels familiar to you, that likes you because you feeling confident about you. So this is the time to be confident about your body. Don't be talking about, oh, your gut stick out like this and nobody. No, your true divine person, the person who you meet at this very day, is going to see you in your real form. So why don't you be confident about it? They going to be confident about pursuing you because they see what you look like and that's what they attracted to. So you don't want no phony shit. You out here sucking in, then that means the wrong person going to get the wrong impression. Now all of a sudden outside of that girdle, your shit's, you understand, like, be what you are. So therefore, you ain't got to be phony. You ain't got to change you. They know what they getting into. They know what they signed up for. Ain't no illusion. Embrace you. Now, again, you choose to wear the girdle and all that. All right, do you. But I'm saying you need to love yourself in real form, too. So in various ways, you understand? Be confident about you. Outside of that also, financially, be real with yourself. Don't be out here trying to persuade people to choose you based on abundance. Hell nah. Because now you got to work extra hard to keep that shit up. No, it's not no chore. The person that's for you, yes, they're going to encourage you, but that's not what they should be there for. The person that also, you need to be mindful of your options because some of them do not have enough confidence or power to do the things that they want to do. They going based upon other people's opinions. So they asking so-and-so if they should choose you, if they should talk to you, or if they should. So if they people say that they should entertain somebody else, they'll do that as well, knowing damn well they want to be with you. So nah, you need somebody who thinks for themselves. Don't be out here settling for the bare minimum of these people who don't know what they want. Absolutely not. This your season. You understand? You had somebody who's guaranteed about you going go up against the world if that's what it comes down to. You understand? Somebody that is going to know what they have when you have arrived. So just know that the right person is about to arrive and it may go rather quickly. So there's somebody that could be unsure about you, but God's like, okay, y'all would have made a good couple, but they chose not to step up. That's cool. He about to send somebody else through that's going to be sure about you. So a lot of you say you was with somebody who thought they was a baller, thought they had it, and they could have. But all of a sudden they try to play you, downplay you, took too much time to pursue you. God will send somebody else that got higher bred than them, more confident than them, more secure in themselves, willing to be vulnerable. God will send somebody else with everything on the list that reflects who they wanted to be or could have been or become, how they did the right shit. And now you have somebody who, you understand? So let me just tell you, God is somebody who, he ones up. You heard me? So there's certain people that's about to get humble in various forms. There's certain people that was trying to prevent you and block you in certain areas, and now you about to skip 10 steps ahead. They ain't even realize that you was sitting in a certain spot for so long because God already knew that he was about to have you get the shortcut in the long run. And you was already light years ahead of the individual. So just know you about to have powerful positions get presented. You about to be making real bread, security. You about to get the attention, recognition that you deserve. People are about to be loving on you, complimenting you, wanting to be there for you, sincerely looking out for you. People are going to be choosing you. They going to want to be seen with you. They going to make it clear. Ain't no questioning. They going to be jumping out there. You deserve this. But karma for everybody else who try to play you. Feelings is about to get hurt. So those people who didn't step up, they not about to be able to. So now they try and get enough confidence. Shit, it's about to be too late because somebody about to send through another individual. You understand? God about to send them through. Not only that, people who try to play you based upon finances, now they about to be forced to watch you. Now, the one thing that they talked about, now you got more bread than them. Certain people that didn't want to select you because they like, nah, shorty ain't got bread like this or he ain't got this like that. Now you about to have more than anybody else. And you still got that genuine spirit to you. But you about to shit on everybody who did you grimy. People who try to look over you, baby. Now you gonna be the center of attention. No matter where they try to look to, they still gonna get a glimpse of your blessings. Congratulations. Be great.